everyone, how's it going? If you don't know me, my name's Rory. I'm a Pokemon TCG player based in the northeast of Scotland. And if you do know me, yes, I'm not wearing my glasses. I normally wear my glasses, but for some reason, my ring light is very bright today and it's very, very visible in the reflection. Rotation's coming up. It's always a bit of a sore subject for a lot of players, mostly because a lot of old decks that have been doing so well phase out, and a lot of new things come in. It does shake up the metagame, and it does make things very interesting every year. But sometimes there's decks that come and go that you just really enjoy, that you play a lot of, and do well with. So we've got about a month as of the time of recording before rotation kicks in IRL. There's a little bit less time on live, and I wanted to take this next few weeks or so to kind of look back and reflect on the G block specifically. There is a number of decks that are very heavily focused on H block and I block cards that, when they lose cards from G block, get a bit crazy. There's a couple of crazy lists I've seen going around, especially for Absol. It's wild. My head hurts. I don't like it. But first on the docket is gonna be Miraidon. Miraidon is the first deck that I picked up on live when I started playing the game again. I used to play many years ago, took a break, but then once I started getting back into it, Miraidon was kind of the deck that I gravitated towards on live. It was very similar to a deck I used to run way back when, and I thought, let's just give this one a go. And incredible deck. It never really performed well at the time, but there were definitely events where it succeeded quite well. So I figured, let's just break it back out again. Maybe put in a couple of the newest tech and a couple of the newest cards in there as well, just to make sure it's competitive still. So let's have a look at the list. So here is the list. This was the deck that was piloted to 32nd place at the Seattle Washington Regionals last weekend by Cameron Mortensen. It's a very standard build for what tools are available nowadays. You've got things like Zekrom in there that you didn't used to have, but the main function of the deck is still very similar to when it was in its peak. Starting off with Miraidon, the key component of the deck. Miraidon's ability allows you to search out 2 basic lightning Pokemon, put them on your bench. You can use this to get a second Miraidon to then get 2 more. And it chains together well. It makes it very easy to set your bench up. We've got Iron Hands, a trusted companion of Miraidon. Due to the Amp You Very Much attack, 120 damage, but if you take a KO, you get a second prize. Perfect for any of those pesky little basic Pokemon that evolve into Dragapults, Gardevoirs, Charizards, you name it, this deals with it if it's got a reasonable amount of HP. We've also got a couple of old G-Techs in here, such as Squawkabilly, get that very first turn up and running fast. Mew for late game draw support, but also genome hacking is a very good move. It's a bit harder to set up in this deck, so it doesn't see play very often at all for that reason, but it's still a very good draw supporter and a very good pivot. Iron Bundle, a classic kind of Gust, just sort of swaps out the active for a different Pokemon. Whenever the board is set up in a way where there's a big active or the big Pokemon in the active, bunch of benches of little guys, it helps make Iron Hands' life a lot easier. We've got a 2/2 Magneton line as well. This Magneton from Surging Sparks. Similar to Dusknoir, it knocks itself out to do something. So it knocks itself out to attach up to 3 basic energies to your lightning Pokemon on your bench for the cost of knocking it out. Which means we can just pop that. If there's 3 energy in discard, Iron Hands is 1 manual attach away from being online. We've got Ursa for just endgame swinging, you know the deal. Fez, You know how Fez works at this point. And Latias for just that, free retreat of basics, because outside of Magneton, which we can get out of active anytime we want because of its ability, it just really opens up the board for changing in the strategy on a whim. Complementing Squawk ability, we're going into the supporters, so we've got Carmine, which is similar to Professor's Research, but you can use it turn 1 if you're going first. It's a key way of getting set up, like turn 1 if you end up losing the coin toss. So it's very important to have a couple in there so we can guarantee that it's in our hand for that turn. Professor's Research, again, discards hand, gets you a new hand. 4 Boss's Orders just lets you gust up anything you want whenever you want. It's really good that way. We've also got 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball as well, and 4 Electric Generators. It's a very simple list. A lot of 4-offs for the tools and supporters, and a couple of 1-offs. Nest Ball guarantees that you get Miraidon down, but it also gives you access to Ursa, Lati, Fez, Mew, Squawk, Iron Bundle. Ultra Ball as well, there, not only to get energy into the discard, but to get Magneton out. It's very important that we're able to get there wherever we can, and with the lack of Arven, we need a lot of these in our deck in order to get access to them, which is why we also rely so heavily on Carmine and Professor's Research. Electric Generator is a phenomenal item card for this format. It does require a high energy count, which is why we've gone with 15 lightning energies in this deck, because it looks at the top 5 cards of your deck, and up to 2 lightning energies found in there, attach them to your bench Pokemon any way you like. Bench electric Pokemon any way you like. We complement that with Academy at Night, which lets us put any card from our hand back on top of the deck, which guarantees at least 1 energy if we put an energy from our hand back on top. 1 Super Rod, 1 Night Stretcher, 1 Switch, because sometimes we do need a way of getting something out of the active, but we are not very keen on using Penny in this deck, because it's very difficult to accelerate the energy once it's, like, if the energy comes off, we get the Magnetons for such a heavy price. We've also got Prime Catcher as our ace spec, not only for the same reason, but it also helps with, you know, if we need to Carmine or Professor's Research in order to get a bunch of stuff back in our hand, and then use Prime Catcher afterwards to secure the target. We've also got a Defiance Band in here. Quite nice for some of those pesky Pokemon like Alakazam, where Amp doesn't quite match the target, but if you're behind on prizes, it lets you get more prizes. And that's it, 15 lightning energy. So, that's the list. Let's go check out some gameplay footage and see how it goes. Okay. That's fine. Nest Ball. We're not going to be able to chain them, but we will be able to do some things. Music's very loud. You. Cool, good whiff. Oh, that's rough. That's rough to the point where I don't want to squawk. There is a Super Rod and a Night Stretcher. I think I might be okay, actually. Squawk, though, fills me with no joy. But... oh, this seems weird. Attach boss. Restart. You are just shy, aren't you? Why are you not using... like attach. Ultra Ball, Defiance, Nest for nothing. Cool. Because I forgot to put them back into my deck because I'm an idiot. Okay, that's fine. They don't play Iono under any circumstance, so we'll be okay there, I think. They basically need what? Rare Candy attach? Dawn. That's fine. They got it. That's a disgusting start, but it's fine. I burned 3 of my 4 generators already as well. I do kind of like that, actually. Brother, you okay? So what, 3? That feels like a misplay. You had the capability of taking the Iron Hands out. It's got all of the energy on it. That's fine. Could have been Iono. Did I discard? It's what? Okay, so it will literally just be base damage then. I think I do need to pop this. So 2/2, then Ursa gets the final say, which is nice. I was going to say, Clairvoyant Sense before you do anything else. Surely Candy. Surely you have Candy's arm. Arvin for Candy, yeah. Okay. Iono at any point would be nice. There is Iono in here, right? No Iono in this deck. Well, they could have had another Abra. This does feel very unfavored as a matchup. Yeah, if they don't, they won't have anything online that'll be able to kill this. They might try and kill that, but they don't have anything that's online that'll be able to kill it. And they're not going to Iono away my boss. I think we're safe. I think we're fine. If they take out the Iron Hands, then Bursa... Then no, they're not going to even take out the Iron Hands. They can't take out Iron Hands this turn. So... they're going to damn near deck themselves out before they do anything. 7 energy and discard, so they could bring something up, I guess. Okay. Sure. I don't think that they've got anything that'll confuse me, though. Okay. Are they just banking on me not being able to... How many? 2. Damn it. That was like... Ooh. Hold up. That would be a hell of a win con, that, but it's fine. Time for victory. I feel like not having any Iono in here is petrifying. And the fact that there's no Iono in here. Am I ever swinging turn 1? Potentially. Meanwhile, yeah, no, I have to go first. Ooh, that sucks. That's not the worst, because I would like that anyway. And I don't need to waste my nest for it, that's fine. Toxbox? Is this going to be the Absol variant or the... I just need one more generator and one more attach. Academy at night. Just chuck that there just in case. Score can seize. If I get a generator and an energy, then we're good. Oof. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, I could have just put it on the hands anyway, because if I'd have put it on the hands, then it's charged up. It only needs 3 for the kill. Ultra Ball away. How many energy in? Discard 2. free energy in there. I question whether to prioritize getting the Caravana or I'm gonna do this. I think that was a smart play. Think that there. Boss up Caravana. I was about to say, there's no shot they've got, like, Salvatore in hand. That sucks. Manual retreat into whom? Into Monkey? Ooh, no, that was dumb. Oh, no. Shuffles the deck. No, that was smart. Smart. We're almost there. What can I super rod from here? Not all of this. Bears. Attach you. I feel like I just killed the monkey. I mean, I can't. There's no way for me to get the Caravana. It needed to be like top deck boss, which I cannot do because two of my bosses are at the bottom. At this point, though, if I pull boss, I kill the fez. I kill the patch. So it's fine. Brother, there's no damage on you. There's no damage, and you've promoted it despite Mochi being in hand, so you need the shark. Retreat into a different Pokemon. Bring it back up again. Remember, just do that. And even then, you're capped at, like, what? Thingy? 12 cards in deck. 4 boss. I mean, they can salvage it. They can retreat. Petch up. Countercatcher what? Countercatcher what? Okay, that gets the poison. That's something. I have 12 cards to work with, though. Should have taken the Mew, taken the draw power off deck. I think, like, boss wins it. Flat out, boss wins it. I either kill one of the benched babies, or... Boss? No. Academy at night. And Ultra Ball. Both of these away. Fail it. I could have Ultra Balled the Professor's Research away as well, actually. Give myself an extra chance. That's fine. Super Rod, exactly. 1 Iron Bundle. Oh, I could have Super Rodded for the Iron Bundle. Switch in for Miraidon. I could have Ultra Ball for the Iron Bundle and got game. Oh, no, I still got game. Boss. Current Blaster 220. I think that last turn could have been a bit better. I could have played that a bit differently, but literally Iron Bundle at any point you would have just won it. It's not bad. What are we? Oh, okay. Hands time. I think... Oh, we definitely Ultra Ball one of the researchers. Do we do switch and research, though? Oh, yeah. I think we're good. Especially if that Badu is, like, straight active. We do, however... Eesh. Bench. Ultra Ball away. Ursa. Research? Needs to be Miraidon. This one. I think I'm happy with that combo. Electric Generator. Oh, are we getting it? Oh my god, we might get it as well. Do I mean, I'm getting a knockout regardless, so I'm happy enough to do that. Restart, give me Squawk. That's rough. That's fucking rough. Ooh. 1. You could have done it. You could have done 1. I might super rod him back. Ursa at some point. Okay. That's fine. I'll start off with 1. It's okay. Because they ain't getting a knock on this turn. Like, unless it's a candy build and they go hard into the candy, they're not. I just needed 1. I just needed 1 energy off of that. At least 2 of my bosses are safe. The other 2 are, you know, sucks, but whatever. If you evolve anything, I kill it now. Get a single Drac. Single Dracoloak. And I will boss up the Dracoloak and deal with it now. Surely it's Drac. Has to be Drac. And they're not going to leave it active. But I will take it. Fez? Okay. Counter catcher. Okay. I guess. Ultra Ball would be cool here. I think Ultra Ball does me some wonders. Okay. Like, Ultra Ball would work. Bundle? Here's Bundle, they just promote Fez, because they know I can't knock Fez out this turn. Tandem and fail. You? Bench. I could have done Bundle first, but they would have just swapped out for like a Torchic or something. Yeah, research. That hand is otherwise not great. Okay. Anything in here? Ultra Ball away to Lightning Energy. Magneto. They will struggle to get to. They will struggle to knock out this hands this turn, I think. And I think I would be happy enough to pop a second Magneton if they did. Is what? No energy in discard, but if they knock hands out, then. It would need to be Candy. It would need to be Candy or Neo Upper. Oh, Candy on the active. Cool. Are they going to go into another Iona? Perhaps? Still one more boss in. Hilariously, I could literally just Night Stretcher for the Magneton. It's going to be 60 on Magneton, or it's going to be like a 20, 10, 30. I think 20, 10, 30 is... Yeah, there it is. That's fine. 6. Decent odds. Yes. You. Boss's orders on draw power? Probably draw power. So at this point, boss wins me game. Simply put, boss wins me game, regardless of how they deal with this. Because they would need to knock out everything. Probably going to be an Iono play this turn as well, actually. But unless they have Counter Catcher... Okay, Iono, so they need Counter Catcher off of this. Which, plus... I can see it. Boss. No, that's not boss. What? They don't have Counter Catcher though. So that'll probably be what, 70 on the Magnemite? Or 60 on the Magnemite? I mean, surely at this point it's 60 on the Magnemite. I don't think it matters. 60 on the Magnemite's the only thing, really. And boss. Oh, I just do this. Done. Done. Restart. Boss. No. Boss. Ultra Ball away. Defiance. Nest. Prime's in there. Take this out of Phantom Dive range. Attach. See if this gets me anything. I don't think it does. Research. Prime Catcher. You could have given me Prime Catcher. Two outs. There's not a scenario where they take multiple prizes without giving me the win. Oh no, there's not a scenario where they take multiple prizes here. So... Cool. Counter catcher doesn't give them multiple prizes. They can take out one of my attackers, they can't take out both of my attackers. If they Iono me again, then maybe. There's no damage on your side of the board, so you can't monkey for this. I've been very careful about doing that. I don't think... yeah. No, they've given up, I think. Straight into Phantom Dive. Cool. That's game. Because Fez gives me... what? 3 draw. And then if I don't get the Prime Catcher off that, I Carmine for the Prime Catcher. Cool. Or top deck it now. Nope. That's the second game out of 3 that my one copy of Academy at Night's been priced. And that's it. Miraidon is and will forever be just a constant in the meta. It's obviously not as well played these days, but like I faced against one at EUIC this past February, and it reminded me that it's, even though it's not quite as high level as it used to be, it's still got hands. No pun intended. Thank you for watching this. I do appreciate it. The next deck that we're going to be looking at will be... not sure when I'm going to post it, but look forward to it. It's one of my old favorites, and if you know my history well, you'll know that the next deck we're going to be looking over is the one that I took to my very first EUIC 2 years ago, but with a slight twist that matches with the modern meta, because it's a lot better now than it was, for sure, and it was pretty damn good when I used to play it last. So, if you got this far, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, tell me what your best memories of Miraidon are, because frankly, it's a classic, and I'm sad to see it going, but that's unfortunately the nature of the game. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you.